Fashionably late. Welcome back, or welcome. Hello. First day of the corona, kill the coronavirus. This was super hard, man. There's some great talent in this one. Even freaky, the youth division, we were able to get all the flies in, so that's really cool. But go through this before I go on through the flies and stuff. We've done a really not such a great job of announcing all the prizes and things in advance. A lot of people are giving us stuff late, want to get in on it. We didn't collect it all and put it together well. So I'll run down. We're going to post this up. We're going to have something that shows all the prizes. It's really amazing. We're going to do every category has a first, second, and third. We have 5 categories, including the youth. And I would be surprised if we don't, everything doesn't, as we do this, we don't add. Because I think when whiting might get involved, there's a lot of MFCs getting involved. And so there's a bunch of them that we haven't got down yet. And so, but just to be semi-clear to what we're going to have, first place, Echo came on and gave their top end rods. So they're going to have, for every category. So the first one is Topwater, so they're going to have their warm water rod, saltwater rod, everything. The streamer one, the Sculpin will have my new Streamer X. Every rod in there and a line. So it's like a $600 right there on the first prize. Second prize is going to be, wait, I forgot already all of them. Second prize is going to be a silver grade neck whiting, that whatever we've got and what we can get, and a $150 gift certificate. Third prize is going to be a pair of sunglasses or a fly box, one of those big fly boxes, and a $75 gift certificate. Everybody's going to get these trochee type things, grapples. God, dang, well, it's hard to come back after 100 years of the old grapples. These are really cool though. They're a lot more. They hold on their fly line. And so there's going to be more too. There's going to be add-on stuff. We just wanted to have the basics. The grand prize is off the chart. I mean, it's ridiculous. Sims, $500 gift certificate to Sims. Doesn't come with this perfect chest, unlike Johnny's. Sims is going to have a $500 gift certificate. Nautilus is giving a Grand Max XL, what was it?
XL Max.
XL Max, $5 bill. I mean, and then the grand prize winner, given that they're not already a tire, which brought up a whole other thing for next year. We're going to have a pro jock tying thing where there's a lot of people that are pros, and they're already there. So we're going to kind of open it up next year to like the most badasses of the badasses. Come on, we're gonna have the real thing. So. That'll be a lot of fun. But there's also what I miss on there's the Sims, the Nautilus, and when the MFC, that's what I was talking about. The MFC, you become a national tire. I mean, that could be worth, if your flies are really good, you can make a lot of money as a royalty tire. So it's a huge thing. You're looking at, thousands of bucks in grand prize. And for the youth, we did the top. We were going to have one place just for youth. We're going to change that. We're going to have first prize in every one of the divisions. We were just going to do one because we had no idea what was going to happen, and we got in a bunch, man. We got a ton of flies in. Not a ton, but considering we never had it, we got a dozen flies in for the first group, and then there's a lot of them for the other groups too, because not everybody did the warm water. But a lot, not like the other categories, but a lot of people were in. So, and we'll go through that. And so we're going to do first prize for the youth division. What did I say, Jeremy? $100 gift certificate. And then I'm going to send, or the shop's going to send everyone that entered it a $25 gift certificate to the shop also. So just so there's, given that you don't send 1,000 of them in, Johnny will be entering like 4 or 5 under a kid's name so he can pay his bills. But anyway, onward. We're going to go get this out of here. So, and we're going to go on to the flies. And high and dry also, this another one just came in. everybody's going to get one of these, in with all the winners do. And so there'll be a lot of stuff in there, other than just the basics. And we're going to announce that. And if we get more, we'll add it to the thing as we go along. We got, what do we got? 7 more weeks of this stuff, so before we do it. So anyway, and we were talking about this earlier, about how we judge these. And it's kind of, you know, it's a little bit random because we don't have real rules. So it's kind of, there's you know, uniqueness, you know, originality is one thing. The tightness of the tie is another. We couldn't really do the functional part of it so much because we can't, Jeremy says, well, we haven't fished them, so we can't really say. But so it's kind of just what we dig and, you know, what we think's cool. On this particular one, man, there was some just superstar work on this thing. And so how you know how we do this is we, independent of one another, we go in and we pick our top 5. And so I pick the top 10, you know, here they are. And then you know, it's kind of like I'm the emperor, so I get to pick the top 10. But then I ask everybody else if you think there's one that should be in there. And, you know, if there is, we put it in and we do it the same way. We come in and everybody comes over here by themselves and they pick the top 5 flies. And so the top 5 flies are in no particular order, and then we just add them up. And so whoever got the most, you know, in this particular case, one fly got all 4 at once. So it was all the same. And if there is a tiebreaker, then if there happened to be, then I would be it. And it's really, really, really hard, man. I mean, you can't imagine. You wouldn't think it would be, but some of them, I mean, they're just really fun. Some of them are whimsical. Some of them are really functional. Some of them are just so tight ties that you just can't even believe it. But there has to be a winner and a loser, and there's no losers in it. Everyone in here is phenomenal flies. I mean, we really didn't have any second-rate flies in the whole thing so far. So Johnny didn't submit. So let's see. How did we do this? Can we get it? We can't get a close-up of these, right? So we could. Well, we'll do it as we go. I'm just going to hold these up. This is no particular order. You can see what I do. What I do is I set all the flies out and I kind of try, you know, I've got 30, 40, 50, 100 fly, whatever it is. And I kind of just pick and I go and I try and I pick the ones that I think are going to be, that are really, really cool, right? Maybe functional, maybe just super tight ties. And then we set them down and we go through all of them. And I pick these in no particular order and I set them in there and I number them. And I put the person's name on it and I go through like that. And so, and I lost that list of all the flies, so we're going to have to find that list in a hurry. It's on the clipboard. Wherever it is, it's got my name on it. But anyway, back to this thing. Hey, this is live. Don't give me any shit. There it is. Not you, him. Anyway, there it is. And so, let's see. And so that's the list right there. And so I put them on here, and they're not in order. So that way, it's not like I think this one's the best and this one's second. I don't do them in order. I just grab them out of the boxes and write their names down, and then we number them, right? And so they go on here, and we put them on these filler boxes from Cliff, and we just, you know, the inserts, and we put them on there, and everybody judges them. And so it starts, where is it? Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put these right here, and so you can see, get your legs out there. And so this was 1 through, 5. These two over here, this was a honorable mention and a OG. I'll get to that in a minute. But so these are, you know, just different styles. You can see real decorative, real incredible hair work, snake, you know, unbelievable legs on this frog, all this stuff. And we carry it over here. And this, so I don't know how close up that is so you can see it, but then we just vote on them.
We'll have all the close-ups on YouTube in an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna on YouTube we're gonna do all the close-ups because we also this year, I forgot to mention that, have the People's Choice Award, and it's gonna be, and we're gonna just close up, kind of go over all of these. You'll see the numbers, and you can, I don't know how you do it, but it's on the Instagram, right? What's it called? Is it just a you like? What'd you call it?
I'm not an Insta person.
Like a poll, we can do it.
Huh? A pole, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought you had some name for it. So anyway, you'll be able to go through. There's no prize for People's Choice. You know, I've been a taxidermist my whole life, and competed in all the international worlds and all that stuff. And you might win a first place, but they had another one called the People's Choice Award in the World Shows, and I'm telling you, that was the most coveted thing there was, because you may not like my choice or all of our choice, and you could say the People's Choice Award. So if your fly doesn't win, you may still win the People's Choice. So anyway, I'm going to go through these. I'll probably kill these names. First one was William McDonald. That's this his Big Mac banger, this big popper, really cool, incredible work. Second one is Chassis, Chasse.
Yep, chassis.
Chassis. That's her dragonfly. Incredible. It's really artsy. You'll see when you close up. It's really cool. Steve Ballogh. That's a Cohen's creature fly. Fourth one is Tom Gingrich's mouse. I love this thing. His hair work was incredible on that. Josh Varner's, he didn't name it. I just put it down as a red devil. John, I forgot how he says his name. Fei? I don't know. He was in it last year. It's great. It's incredible. This fly is really cool. It's got a really unique, the popper head. That's his Ghost Face Thriller, which he says he names all his flies after music.
Wu-Tang.
Huh? What is it?
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. I don't know what the hell that means, but I'm sure it's something. It's a rapper, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not my genre. All right. 7. This is the snake. This is really, he said he wasn't going to enter it at all. He says, I couldn't think anything for topwater, and his buddy said, articulated snake, and he was in. And that's Sean West. This one here with the, I don't know how many articulations this thing, but this is so cool with the feet, everything on there. That's that frog. It just goes everywhere. That's Cristy Morrison. She didn't name it either. It's a frog. And let's see. Number 9 is Derek Hathazy's. That's didn't name his either. Unbelievable work. I think I've thrown a name on it, Derek. Get off. And then Ed Herbold. And Ed's is the Willie, we think, but we don't know. We just got the names there. So, and then the last 2 on here. This one, weren't in the. They were in the top 12. And this one, this is Riley Saxton. He's been tying for 2 years. I just thought it's a really clean fly, but it was really unique. The way he's got his hair set. There's just a lot of unique things about it. I like that. And then the last one, this is Larry Bates. I think Larry and I must have hung around when we were kids or something. This one is a fornicating frog. It's a piggyback frog. There's 2 of them on there, as you can see. That was pretty unique. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so onward and upward. Here we go. So number 1, or no, let's go with number 3. Number 3, who, by the way, has just begun to tie, at least she said she just began to tie, is this articulated frog. This thing just, it has got more moving parts than a wristwatch. I mean, this thing is unbelievable. The legs go everywhere. This was part of the uniqueness of this fly that everybody thought was pretty cool. It's got, calves, thighs, forearms, biceps, everything going for it. That was number 3. Where did it go to? Number 3. Number 2 is number 3. It's this incredible creature. That was Ballogh's, as I recall. Steve Ballogh. This thing was just, there's just so much hair work on this. He mentioned that this wasn't his. This is a Pat Cohen fly. And he said, his colors are original, but it's a Cohen fly. And so it was just so much work on this thing that we were really mesmerized by it. But the overall winner was Derek's, this fly right here, which has no name on it, but the work on it is absolutely stellar. there's just nothing about it that wasn't perfect, really functional. I mean, the hair work on it, as you can see, is outstanding. He's a really top shelf tire. But the thing about this one was it's a original, the hair work's incredible, and it's completely functional. This thing is like just everything about it. I mean, it was pretty much hands down when we saw it. There's just nothing on it that wasn't perfect, really, when you get down to it. And again, original functionality, everything about it was just great. But there's not one on here that couldn't have. It's just like you're splitting hairs with these things. They're incredible. But that's this week's winners. You have until the 15th of, right?
Yep.
The 15th for the saltwater baitfish. We've already got probably, I don't know, 24 in right now. A lot of, and by the way, you do not have to send all your flies in advance, just the category. We got a ton of them that came in, like all 5 categories, and in the first week, I think people were panicking that didn't get them in like last year. And we've got lots, so you got lots of time for the saltwater baitfish. And again, we're going to post all this stuff up again. We will continue to post up a little bit more for these, so we get a little bit more leeway, so you won't be, we won't announce it the same day like we did today. That was my screw up. But next week we'll be posting up how many days left before the next one. And so onward and upward. Anyway, huh?
Youth.
Oh,
Most important.
Jesus, what's wrong with me?
We're getting old and forgetting things.
If you'd have let me drink for this thing, I wouldn't forget. All right, this one's even more important because it's even cooler. Youth. This one, there's some stuff on here. We went through and judged all these and pulled them out. The youth, I had those all set up already. And we pulled these things out. And there's a couple tires in here that could easily be in the adult and would have placed, top 5 on all of them for sure. And so, and just really cool. And the ages go from 8 to 15. And so that's pretty impressive. And some of these flies, let's see here, I'll go through. So it starts down here, same thing in no particular order, pull them out, put them in. The only one that's in order, I believe, is 10 and 11. That's a brothers. And so Xavier McNeil, 14 on this frog diver. Check out the hair work on this thing. Thing's incredible, right? Number 2 is Gavin, his Rudau, I think his name is. That's this slider right here, their diver, Man, the work on that thing is I told Johnny, I think, when I was looking at this, man, it was like 25 before I could do that. It's incredible. The next one is Justin Hardy. Justin said he was, this thing it's small, it's simple, it's perfect, it's got everything on it was just like unbelievably tight. He's in every category also. Next one is Cash Briquette. This is a beautiful popper. Jeremy really dug this one. Just the work, the popper's a foam head, but the work around it was really cool. Lane Bushman is number 11. Lane is 11 years old. That was pretty cool. Popper head here. Number 6, this was Jeremy. He really digs this one. This one's in dire jeopardy of being stolen. He's got a little bead head underneath it, foam top. That's number 6. That's Harrison Panstiegel, I think. And it's a peeper creeper. This is the youngest in the group. That's number 7, Eisenhower Bogue, foam popper. He's 8 years old, man. That thing is so cool. Look at that. And then number 8, that's Asa Harvey, 14, Kelly's Frog. By coincidence, they wrote. But you can see, this thing is just incredible. Number 9, that's Chase Myatt, green saddle pop. And then this is the brother, Evan Graham and Ryan Graham, or Rylan Graham, excuse me. These are both, Evan didn't say how old he was. His brother is 10. And then the last one is Ben Furtenbottom, and that's a green frog head popper. That's 11-year-old tire. Absolutely incredible. So number 1 on this, that was a unanimous decision, was number 8. That was a Harvey. This thing, it's an articulated frog. It's got foam on the back, split the legs, double leg on the back, the eyes, the saddle on the top, everything about it, the way it laid, it was just really cool. This was one of the ones we said, boy, that could have went in the top. It's just unique. It's a really cool concept. Good use of material, everything about it, really good. Us is going to get the Asa. That's going to get, I'm not sure I say it. ASA. How do you say that? Asa?
Asa.
Asa?
Yeah.
Asa. She's getting, or he or she, I'm not sure, didn't read it, is going to get a $100 gift certificate. Everybody else, we're getting a $25 gift certificate, and we're sending out stuff with the kit as well. So it'll be really fun. We've got everybody's email and stuff. So really cool on the youth. Man, just it's staggering to me. There's some of these kids have got flies in every division. There's 3 of them that are going to go into the top or into the adult side too, because they're that good. It's incredible. So, any rate, that's the end of it. That was the first one. You saw the winners. We're going to have this in an hour or so. We're going to have the close-up so we can do the People's Choice. People's Choice as well on the youth, so you can look at that. And we'll just rock that along here in about an hour on YouTube. Thanks for joining. See you next week.